In 1884, in a modest apartment with bare walls and shabby furniture, a young woman named Mathilde sits at a table covered with a tablecloth in use for 3 days. She looks distressed and unhappy. Mathilde dreams of a luxurious reception hall with ancient silk tapestries, tall bronze candelabra, and 2 great footmen in knee breeches. She looks longingly at the scene, wishing for a life of elegance and wealth. One evening, Mathilde's husband comes home with a triumphant air, handing her a large envelope. Mathilde looks at her husband with an irritated glance, holding the invitation card. Mathilde visits her friend, Madame Forestier, and explains her predicament. Mathilde stands in front of a mirror, admiring herself with the diamond necklace. She feels radiant and excited for the ball. At the grand ball, Mathilde looks elegant and graceful. She dances with rapture, surrounded by admirers, intoxicated by pleasure. As the night ends, Mathilde and her husband leave the grand ball. Mathilde wears a beautiful gown and the diamond necklace, while her husband throws a modest wrap over her shoulders. They descend the grand staircase of the palace. Back in their modest apartment, Mathilde and her husband search frantically for the lost necklace. They look among the folds of her skirt, her cloak, and in her pockets, with expressions of panic and despair. At dawn, Mathilde and her husband search the streets of Paris, looking for the lost necklace. They are tired and desperate, with the early morning light casting long shadows. Mathilde's husband, Loisel, borrows money from various lenders. He signs notes, deals with usurers, and looks worried and stressed as he gathers the funds to replace the necklace. Mathilde returns the replacement necklace to Madame Forestier. Mathilde does heavy housework in their garret under the roof. She washes dishes, carries water up the stairs, and looks worn and tired with frowsy hair and red hands. Mathilde sits by the window, reflecting on her past life and the night of the ball. She looks older and more weathered, with a hint of sadness in her eyes. In the Champs-Élysées, Mathilde meets Madame Forestier. Mathilde looks old and worn, while Madame Forestier is still young and beautiful. Madame Forestier holds Mathilde's hands and reveals that the original necklace was a fake. Mathilde sits in her modest apartment, looking out of the window with a wistful expression. The room is sparsely furnished with bare walls and shabby chairs. From this story, we learn the importance of honesty and the dangers of vanity. Mathilde's desire for a luxurious life led her to borrow the necklace, and her dishonesty about losing it resulted in years of hardship. The story reminds us to appreciate what we have and to be truthful, as the consequences of deceit can be far-reaching and severe.